G'day, how's it going guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a hot take in regards to the current state of mythics in Fortnite. I also have an interesting idea on how they can improve in the future and want to discuss that with you all. If you end up agreeing or disagreeing, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I am open to hearing all of your opinions, but with that said, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's talk about these mythic items. Alright. We're going to start by addressing my hot take, and that is that not all mythics are consistently powerful enough. Now, quick disclaimer, this is just my opinion, and I gotta congratulate Epic about the mythics this season, as they are a lot more fun to use than they've been for a while. They did a good job at introducing mythics that are fun and interesting to use, but some of them could use a bit of a power bump, and that train of thought is what sprung this video idea into fruition. Enough rambling, let's get to the good stuff. Now we have mythics like the Zeus mythic and waterbending, which are very powerful mythics, but you'll see that I only mentioned those two. I haven't bothered to mention firebending or earthbending, and the reason for that is because in my opinion, I think those two mythics specifically are just nowhere near on the same level as the Zeus mythic and waterbending. And that is where the whole inconsistency thing comes in. I think the power level among all mythic items are just inconsistent. I feel like they should all be equally powerful. Basically, at the moment, I think waterbending is definitely the most powerful mythic that we've had this season, and I think every other mythic in the game should be just as powerful. Now, that may cause chaos on the map, and it will, because the mythics are not hard to obtain. So here's my idea. This idea is very much the same type of idea that we already have when it comes to obtaining the mythic weapons through the bosses on the map. So I would extend that idea to the items as well. Now, because mythic weapons can already be obtained by boss fights, I'll leave that, let that be its own thing, and I'd create different types of objectives and methods for obtaining the items. Instead of just having them in floor loot, easily obtainable, just create specific methods of getting them guaranteed and only having limited amounts of them on the map, which we already have an example of this in-game already, and that is through the temples on the map where you can guarantee yourself an avatar mythic. Now, if that was the only way to get the avatar mythics, but they were much more powerful as a result, I think that would be a lot more fun in my opinion. It'd create these high risk, high reward situations off drop, and if you can survive the onslaught of people going for these temples, you can feel very rewarded by having this super powerful mythic that you can have a chance at dominating the lobby with. And it'll be less chaotic because obviously there'll be less of these mythics on the map because you can only get them at certain areas, so you're not going to be encountering them as often, so it kind of balances itself out a little bit. At least that's how I see it personally. Now, it's definitely not as easy as I'm making it out to be. There'd be a lot that would have to go into it to make it work. But if they could experiment with some different ideas, sort of like this one, and just figure out a way to make mythics a bit more powerful while not having them totally break the game, it would make the game a lot more fun for me especially, and others like me. Now, the Fortnite community is definitely not easy to please. There are multiple sides to any community, and especially the Fortnite community. Like, you've got that one side of the fence like myself and the others that are on this side as well, who want mythics to be more powerful because that makes the game more fun and interesting, and people like that would probably look at this idea and think, hey, that's a pretty good idea, you know, might be able to find a little bit of a middle ground there. And then you'd have that other side of the fence that don't like it when mythic items are too powerful because it breaks the game and, you know, too OP, getting destroyed by it all the time, not fair, you know. That's where I brought up the whole idea of finding that perfect middle ground. If you can find the perfect balance between mythics being powerful and how rare they are to obtain based off of how powerful they are, then we could end up in a situation where Both sides of the community are a little bit more on the same page than they are now, and both can be at least at a decent amount of happiness when it comes to mythic items. Now, it's good that we still get powerful mythic items, but not every item they add is on the same power level, and I think that should 100% not be the case. Every mythic item should be just as powerful as ever. We should be picking them up and feeling like we don't want to get rid of them. It'll make the game a lot more fun in my opinion, and that's basically the summary of this whole video. I just want Fortnite to evolve and try new things and just, make the game more fun for us the players. Mythics are a huge part in what makes Fortnite what it is today, and as long as they continue to release fun and interesting mythics at a decent power level, we can continue enjoying them and have a great time with them. Some of these mythics feeling underpowered is something I've noticed, so I thought I'd share this little train of thought that I had going on in my mind for the past little while, and yeah, that's basically all I have to say. So with that said, that is going to conclude the video. This has been my take on mythic items and how they can be improved upon. If you made it this far into the video, thank you very much, I greatly appreciate it. If you also enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of my community. But with that said, I hope you all have a wonderful day and night, and most importantly, have a good one.